Hello, the game is Once Human. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Wish Machine. Treasure Trove Wish Machine. How to get blueprints. What to spend your hard-earned Starchrom. This is Starchrom up here. It's your main currency. It's how you make builds. How to spend it, what to do, what not to do. I spent about 25,000 Starchrom on this machine just right now, just trying to figure it out. Making sure I understood completely how it worked before I made this video. I didn't want to give bad information. I kind of know. Anyway, you don't need to know that. Here's what you do need to know. Everybody tells you don't gamble starting off. That's absolutely true. I put it in my other video. Check through my Once Human playlist for my videos. I give the same advice. And it's good advice. When you're starting out, you want to save up your Starchrom and buy so you can buy a specific build. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're one of them kind of people that just want to gamble and see what you get and work with what you got. That's fine too. However, it's probably a good recommendation to get a good build going. A good build versus just shooting a gun, heads and tails different. You're talking about 1 to 2,000 DPS versus 15 to 30 to 100,000 DPS difference. So you're talking, what is that? That's not even a magnitude of 10. That's a magnitude of 100 sometimes DPS, right? So huge difference in builds versus just shooting a kind of put together gun. However you want to do it, but I'm going to tell you what I recommend. If you're first starting out, what everybody recommends is you hit G and you go in and you buy. You buy your neat guns. You can even use like a purple gun if you just want to get something going. The 60% trigger bullseye when hitting the target, you can work with that. You can get a good bullseye build going with that. You don't have to buy the $8,000 or 8,000 Starchrom guns. I do recommend it though, because you know there's nothing like using an outer space versus something else, or a little jaws if you want to do an unstable bomber. By the way, I just unlocked this for 10,000 plus. Actually, I unlocked it for like 4,000. I got lucky, and then I spent the full 10,000. I got a whole bunch of other stuff, so I'll get into that. When you first start out, if you like spoilers or something like that, look up a guild, look up a guide on YouTube, see what you need, save up, buy the gun first, then start working on the armor is my recommendation when you're very first starting out. It's going to cost you 8,000 for a gun. You're probably going to need a key piece, so you'll see under here it has weapons, key, and set. So weapons are weapons. Key is a single piece of armor. 1 second. I am getting bombarded. I restarted this video 4 times already. I am getting bombarded with phone calls and texts every time I try to make the video. Okay, so you're going to get a key piece. Like, you know, after triggering power surge, your crit rate goes up, which is crazy. Crit rate, 35 crit rate is crazy. And you can see it says key piece on the armor, so you need one of them. You can only have one key piece. Then you're going to need like a set. So if you go into like the shelter set, right, which I own and I'm currently wearing, a 4-piece gives you, you know, you can see what the set piece gives you. So you don't have to wear 4 of them. Sometimes you want to do a 3-piece set. Sometimes you want to do a 2-piece set, depending on the build. Regardless, these set pieces are 3,000 each. The key pieces are 8,000 and the guns are 8,000, right? So that's what your maximum you're going to need for a build would be 8 plus 8 plus 12. And you can get that and then some in one season, one 6-part phase. Maybe I should make a video about how to get Starchrom, but it'll come. Just doing the Prime Wars or doing the PvP events and just going through the game, you're going to get it. So when should you gamble? Well, if you want to just go off from the start, you can gamble. Or on your second season, like I feel like it's a good time to gamble. I've got 2 or 3 potential builds to work with. I like my Icy build. It's not the biggest DPS, but it's very comfortable for me. And now that I got it cranked up to a 5, see the stars right there? 1, 2, 3, 4. I got cranked up 4 more notches. That's like 25% more overall damage. It really packs a punch now compared to what it used to last season. So I'm very comfortable with this build. I like this build. It's a very comfy build. It's not the most powerful build by far. You know, like shrapnel builds are probably more powerful than the explosion builds. But again, this isn't a build video, but I got to talk about builds because that's what this Wish Machine helps you do, make builds. So let me explain to you how gambling works, because that's what was confusing to a lot of people. So when you open it up, you'll have your Starchrom up here. If you click on these things, it'll give you like what the chances are for everything. So this is the one that I haven't done. I did this one. I did this one. This one and this one are locked, I think. Right? So when I came in here, I got all this. I got a bunch of these things. I think I won that early. And then I just got more fragments and stuff later. This one, I forget what I got from the legendary. Actually, totally forget what I got from there. Haven't done this one yet. And here's my log, if you don't believe me, right? So I don't want to get into this, but I'll go through it just so you can see everything I spent on this just today. So you can see where I won the legendaries. And so each one of these is cost 500. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me get in here. So when you click on this, if you hit play, these little dudes pop up, and it's whack-a-mole. You just click on with a hammer. Nothing hurts. You can sit here and you can let them miss. You can let them skip. It doesn't matter. It's just a random chance when you hit it to get a reward, right? It could be a blue. It could be a purple. It could be a legendary. You're hoping for the legendaries, but they have a very small chance, like a 5% chance. So you could go in here and one time, bow, one shot and get a legendary, and you can end it right then and there. If you delve into it, the most you could spend on this is 20 hits, and it costs 500 for each time you hit one of them. And again, it's not 500 every time you click the hammer. Like, watch. So watch my thing up here, right? So nothing, because I'm not hitting them, right? It's only gonna cost me 500 if I hit them, bang. But I don't want to hit them. I don't want to spend my money. So it doesn't. It's an imitation of a game. It's not really a game. You don't have to have any skill. You can just close your eyes and hit, and it doesn't matter. So it's when you connect and hit one and you get a reward. It costs 500. Look at here, max 20. So 500 times 20 is 10,000. To go through this whole thing is 10,000. So if you look, each one of these 1 1 1 1 6 6 6 6. If you added these all up, it should be 20, right? So 1 2 3. 6 and 6 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then 19, 20. Oh, there's 19, 20. So what happens is basically if you spend 10K, you'll get all of this. You'll get these two, you'll get these two, you'll get this one, you'll get 6 randoms, 1 purple random, and then you're guaranteed 1 random legendary gear blueprint, not gun in this one. In here, you're guaranteed 2 legendary armor fragments, not the blueprint, fragments. This is a blueprint. This is a fragment. A fragment, you need multiple fragments to put together a blueprint and to upgrade it. So the fragments come in handy later. This is important. This is why you don't want to do it until later, when you need fragments to upgrade stuff. And then once you spend 20, you're guaranteed this ultimate reward. You'll get 15 fragments to a random gear blueprint. So that's what this is. This is spend 10K, get a bunch of random stuff, right? If you go over here and look at this one, well, I can't get into it. I shouldn't have spent the other ones, but it'll have specific rewards, right? Instead of random. So if I want that BoomBoom, it's better for me to go wait for this, for the BoomBoom to open up, spend my 10K, I'm going to get 19 of those random things, and then I'm definitely going to 100% get a BoomBoom. Right here on this jackpot, I'm going to get a BoomBoom plus some frags. I might get this crank. You know, you're going to get a whole bunch of other stuff. This one is gloves, so if I want these hardy gloves, which, by the way, I won on the other ones that I did. I have hardy gloves because I played that and won them. That was one of my randoms. So very, very much more efficient, cost-efficient to gain gear this way when you don't care about what you're getting as much. You can target it by waiting for these little deals, like, oh, there's the BoomBoom deal. I want to spend my 10 and get that. Or you can just kind of go through it and buy it. My goal is to now get, you know, I want to try to keep 20K-ish on hand in case I want to buy something specifically. But, you know, once I have excess, I'm just going to go through these and gamble them and get my rewards. Now, yes, so it unlocks random stuff, but what else does it do for you? It unlocks random blueprints. So if you go into your blueprint, and I go into this, which I won, but it's tier 1. This is the very first revision of this. If I click on this, why can't I click on it? There it goes. And I go in here, click on that. I have these other blueprints that I won while I was doing it. So now I can burn them. I can spend them and enhance this, and I'll knock it up to 2. So you're going in and getting all these random, like, who wants this random stupid hammerhead purple when I got this awesome, you know, yellow, this gold one? Nobody. But you're using them to upgrade, and that plus running around this season, so the wish machine plus running around and getting blueprints from all the different facilities in this new season, phase 1 and phase 2 of a new season, I was able to upgrade this to 4, right? So if I try to upgrade this more, you'll see I don't have anywhere near enough. It takes a lot of experience to get it going to 6, but I got one more rank and I maxed out my Icy, which is my favorite gun, my favorite build right now. Not the most powerful, but it's my favorite. So that's what you want to use this for. So that's why the get a build going is priority. It's going to be insanely rare to get a build going by making a wish. If you buy it, you can get a build going quickly. One thing you can do is if you go in here and do this, you're guaranteed something, right? If it's a weapon, if you're guaranteed a weapon here, see, these are all gear. It's not weapons. If you do have one when you're starting out, that's a guaranteed weapon. Blow that 10K and get that guaranteed weapon instead of paying 8. And if you don't care what build, any weapon can make a decent build, right? There's not a bad gold weapon. Some are better, some are worse. I'm using a purple weapon, for God's sakes, and I love the build. So if you don't really care, it might be a pistol, it might be a shotgun, it might be a sniper, it might be, you know, a bounce build, it might be explosion build, it might be electric build, it might be a frost build. Doesn't matter. If you don't care about that and you have something that gives you a weapon, go in there and drop that 10K, your first 10K, and get that weapon. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Plus, you're going to have some other stuff to work with. And then see what you got versus waiting and waiting and waiting to buy piece after piece and you finally get a piece going. I know some people just came in and gambled everything. My only advice there would be only gamble if you got 10K or plan to spend a full 10K. Because you want to spend that full 10K to go all the way up and get the ultimate rewards. It's fine if you spend and then come back, spend a little bit more, and then come back and spend a little bit more. But you want to spend the 10K, get all 20, and stop. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. You know, if you are going to gamble. So hopefully that was a little understandable. That made sense to you. Why you would want to buy, so you can get that build going that you want. That's precise build that you want to try out. Save up, spend that 8, spend that 8, spend that 12, and then have a good build going versus running through Make-A-Wish 3 times. You know what I mean? So it really just depends on where you're unlocked. Usually when you start, you have this, and then you got to wait a week before anything good will unlock. And I think if I remember correctly, that first week is usually like armor, and then the third week is a gun. So like they kind of make you wait. So you kind of almost are forced to spend it less efficiently. I don't know. It's pretty neat. But it's not a waste, and it's actually useful. And when you get some builds going, you're no longer going to buy specifically. You're going to buy based off of what category is it, you know? Which category do I want? And, you know, how much Starchrom do I got all together? So that's the gist of it. Here, let me go through just for the record you can see. You can see my history. So if you go into log, you can see where I won this today, right? Where I came in here. So you can see, let's see, types, Echoes of a Rift. So here you go. I did my 20. Here's my 20 from Echoes of a Rift. I got a rare, boom. Third whack, I got the Hardy Gloves. I got a rare, boom. I, got the Jaws, unlocked it. And then I had a long, and at that point I was like, God, should I keep going or should I just stop? And I was like, I think I came back later. No, I just kept going. It's all at the same time. Yeah, I just kept going. I went all the way to the top, got my epic, got my leather boot frag. Or wait, I'm sorry, I got messed up. Went all the way to the top, got my shaman. That turned, I think because I already had this, it turned into fragments. Like I would have gotten that, but since I've already had it, it just turned into fragments for it, which I'm fine. You know, I need fragments for stuff anyway. And then if you look at the one I did before, the depth charge, you can see I did a little bit of spending and I stopped, and then I came back to it, right? And I was like, let me just finish it off. So let's see what I did with that. So depth charge, got a rare, got my hammerhead shark, boom. Got my Jaws frag. kept going, got to my ultimate, but I had already won the ultimate. The ultimate was a guaranteed Jaws frag, but I already, or wait, I think the ultimate, I don't know if it got changed into it or it was already just going to give me 15. But I got the Jaws frag and then got 15 for it. And then what before that, did the Vulture. So let's see what I got there. A few of them. Hit the Tornado Pants. Got the Storm Weaver's hood and shoe. And then got the top and then got frags for the top. So like I made out on that, right? So for 10K I got pants, hood, shoes, and top, plus some frags for a top. So yeah, really made out on that one. Definitely worth it, you know. But I'm not playing that build, so how much worth is it? It's worth for collecting blueprints and stuff like that once you have the builds that you like. Now you can see here when I started a long time ago when I didn't know what I was doing. So 710, I went in, I found it. I remember this. I found this machine at somebody's house and I didn't know what it was. And I went in and I spent some and I was like, oh man, that was a lot. That was what, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. 3,000 I spent and I was like, dang, I didn't get much. And then yeah, I just got a bunch of rares, right? So I went back and spent some more. I was like, ugh. I just kept getting gross stuff and I was like, oh, it's horrible. But one of the reasons why I spent I got gross stuff was because it was the first one. It was a Lobby one. Let's see how many I spent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so I went halfway. So really, honestly, knowing what I know now, I should have just went the full way and got the end reward, right? I should have spent the rest of it. I spent 5K on it, and I should have spent 10. Because if you're going halfway, you might as well go all the way. Interesting, though, these logs. Here, I'm just going to skim through it for my own record so I can look back at what I've done. Because it disappears in 6 months. Here's the probability guide if you care about that kind of stuff. Very 5% chance is very small. That's a very small percent chance to like win something like that. And then 10. So there you go. And it lists out everything that it could possibly be. So if you really want to get into it and look and see what your chances are at stuff, the pools are very small on this one if you notice, right? Big pool, small pool. The ones with small pools are better. It's very focused. Now, I don't need a lot of this, right? Because I already won that. So this is the one I might do next time. Let's see what it's got in here. Not interested in them. I am interested in them just because they're submachine guns and I can use those schematics for upgrades. I already have the BoomBoom though. So it's like, why would I do that one? Anyway, that's the video. Maybe I'll do one on how to earn Starchrom. There's probably other ones out there already. And basically just play the game, do the main events, hit escape for Starchrom, go into here, go to your seasons goal. This is the main way. The main way is right here. So you do these season goals, boom, 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 right? Next week. So this is week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. So next week you get boom, boom, boom. And then the week after that, you know, each week gives you more and more and more. Then the other main way of doing it is if you go to the map and these things, when you win them, you get 800 each for normal. And I think it's 1,000 for hard and 1,200 for pro and 1,500 for nightmare times 3. So 800 times 3, 1,000 times 3, 12,000 times 3, and 15,000 times 3, I think is the way it goes. So making sure you do on PvE at least, doing the events. And then there's other little things that give you Starchrom, but there are your two main ways of building it up each season. But the whole point is these resets that happen that people freak out about, this is what it's designed to do. You come into the next one with more blueprints, more leveled up blueprints. You get more blueprints. So the more seasons you do, the stronger you're building your character up. It's a pretty cool concept, actually. It's It's got that whole seasonal thing, but you're not getting fully wiped whatsoever. You're just starting over again, going through the motions and getting your blueprints so you can level your stuff up and get stronger, 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 stronger. Eventually, you're going to have this maxed out, max blueprint dude who has all the stuff and he's just super strong. And you could probably do harder difficulty phases and seasons or whatever. So that's the wish machine. And I've rambled a little bit. Sorry, it's what I do. You got so much information. I want to try to spit it out as fast as I can and convey it to you. But hopefully I stayed focused on this for you for the wish machine. And hopefully you found it useful. If you did, give me the like. Give me the like. I'm a little channel. I need those likes. Tells the algorithm gods that people like this video. It was useful, had good information in it, and to pass it on to somebody else. And without that, it doesn't get passed on to anybody else. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep an eye out on this channel. I'm really digging this game. I don't know how long I'm going to dig it for. Probably a while here and there. I'll probably need to take breaks from it. Kill the monotony, but I think I'm going to be making content for this game for a little bit. See you in the next one.